What's going on, guys? Time here from ProShopTime.com, and today I'd like to show you guys the Tokina 11-16 constant aperture of f2.8 ATX 116 Pro DX for crop sensor DSLR from ProShopTime.com. Inside package, you get the lens hood for the lens, which will protect the lens from glare, and you also get a nice texture inside the lens hood. And here we have the lens cap to protect the lens with the Tokina branding at the front, and we get the lens itself. Now, taking a look around the lens itself, at the bottom here we have the Tokina lens cap, and when you open it, you can see that you have a very nice metal lens mount for the lens and a beautiful glass in the middle. And taking a look at the side, you can see that you have the zooming ring, which is very smooth compared to other lenses. It's great for video, for zooming in and out. And here we have the indicator for the mounting system, and at the center you have the focus distant window. And here we have the auto and manual focus switch, and when you want to switch to manual focus, basically just pull this ring down and then you can manually focus your lens. At the front of the lens, you have the beautiful glass element, and when you turn it to the side, you can see that it have a 77mm thread, so you can put your filters in there. Here we have the dot indicator for the lens hood. You just align the in indicator with the dot, simply put it down and then turn it to the right side. Now let's take a look at the focus speed of the lens. You can see that the lens cap is on. Take a look at this window right here. This is at 11mm. And now zooming in to 16mm. So now let's take the lens cap off and focus on the lens cap and on the wall. So as you can tell by the video, it focuses really fast, but the sound is quite loud. And when you zoom in and out of the lens, the barrel does not extend. As you can see right here, it just extends inside the lens itself, so that's quite good. So now let's take a look at some of the test image shot with this lens. I'm currently using the Sony Alpha 65. This is shot at f8, and you can see that everything is pretty much in focus. And this is also at 11mm. You can see that it is very wide. And in this image, you can see a nice bokeh because this lens have 9 aperture blade, which will give you a very rounded circle in the out of focus area. And in this picture, you can see that it is very wide. And also, please note that this is shot at ISO 1600. This is because the platform that I was on was rotating around, so that's why I have to bump up the ISO to get a decent shutter speed. And this is a picture of the lights on the tower. You can see that it is very sharp because it is shot at a lower ISO. And here is the test shot of the zooming range of the lens. This is shot at 11mm, and when you zoom all the way into 16mm, you can see that you don't really get that much zoom. But really, you're buying this lens for the wide angle and the f2.8, which is great for low light. You're not buying it for the zoom range. So if you don't own an ultra wide angle lens yet, this lens would be awesome for you. You'll get the constant aperture of f2.8, which is great for low light, and you will also get the superb build quality of the lens. It's way better than the kit lens, it's way better than the 50mm, and it's also better than my Sigma 17-50 f2.8. Talking about the Sigma 17-50 f2.8, it'll be a perfect match for this lens. As you can see, this lens starts from 11mm to 16mm, and it's a constant aperture of f2.8. And then the Sigma just continues from 17mm to 50mm, and also constant aperture of f2.8. So you get the perfect focal length starting from 11 to 50mm, which is usually what I use. And believe it or not, you can get this lens in Canon and Nikon mount for only $649 at my website, which is ProShopTime.com. The link will also be in the description below. I give this lens a 10 out of 10 because there's nothing wrong with the lens except for the focusing sound, but that doesn't really matter to me. So please feel free to visit my store, and also if you want something that is not listed on the site yet, please feel free to contact me and I'll be sure to add that product. And that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next video.